podcast, the Playbook, and today we're going to go through a bunch of sports and a bunch of cool stuff. I'm Tyler.
I'm Ben.
And we're going to start off with our first segment called Favorite Flashbacks. So we're just going to give a moment from last week and what was our favorite part. And for me, I think it was the Seahawks beating down on the Patriots 29-13. I mean, that score's not close, but it was even much more of a blowout than that score shows. The Seahawks blew them out of the water, and I love to see it. I'm not a huge Patriots guy. I like the Seahawks, It was not a close game whatsoever. Seahawks ran the table.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I really do hate the Patriots. I mean, all the fans complaining about how long they had to wait. It's only been like 5 years since they've been in the Super Bowl. Come on. Get out of here, Patriots. We want the Seahawks for the Super Bowl rematch.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, Kenneth Walker, too. That MVP game, without a touchdown winning the MVP, that's pretty crazy, but he was playing very well. In the first half, he had, all their yards for both sides of the ball. I mean, he had all their yards total.
All right. Well, on to my favorite flashback. It is Arizona losing to Kansas. Kansas giving Arizona their first loss of the year, 82-78. Kansas had a lower field goal percentage and a lower three-point percentage, and they still won the ball game. The MVP was probably Flory Bedunga on Kansas. He had 23 and 10. I mean, absolute dog. I mean, he kind of carried the team if you watch the game. Kansas on an absolute hot streak, taking down multiple top teams. All these games at home, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Their atmosphere is insane. I saw TikTok, and it was rocking. And I think Kansas does something special. Is they really emphasize getting students in the game, and it gives them real home court advantage.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then those Jayhawk fans will not ever sit down. From the tip-off to the end of the game, they will be standing up as one of the loudest crowds in the entire country.
That's one of the reasons they're so good every year. All right, now on to our second segment, heating up. We're each going to give a hot take and just kind of discuss how hot they are, what we kind of think. For me, I think Drake May's first three quarters especially, but as a whole game, I think he had one of the worst performances, if not the worst, quarterback performance of Super Bowl history. In the first three quarters, he had about 3 or 4 turnovers on only 60 yards, and he had scored more points for the opposing team than his own. So that's pretty bad.
I mean, not to mention is, Tyler, every single touchdown the Seahawks had came off of a Drake May turnover. I mean, Drake May throws an interception, score a touchdown off of it. Drake May fumbles the ball, score a touchdown off of it. What about Drake May fumbles the ball and they take it all the way back for 6? Hashtag dark side defense, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. I know. It was great to see that happen. And, I mean, I think we saw it coming. Drake May and the Patriots, they're nothing special, and they really got exposed bad.
Yeah.
It was not a close game at all.
Well, Tyler, I agree with you on this hot take. I'm going to say Drake May did have the worst Super Bowl performance of all time by a quarterback ever. All right, on to my hot take. As a Giants fan, my hot take is the Giants will be a serious Super Bowl contender next year, having one of the best rookie classes, having Abdul Carter, Cam Scadaboo, Jackson Dart, while also having really good returners like Malik Neighbors, top 3 receiver. You have Wandale Robinson, and you have one of the best defenses in the entire country by far, one of the best D linemen. And then you're having a top 5 pick next year.
I'm going to kind of shoot you down on this one. Yeah, they got some bright spots, but, I mean, the team, how many games they win? Like what?
2.
2? Yeah, it's kind of pathetic. And I don't... They're going to have the same supporting cast pretty much coming back.
I mean...
I don't know.
I mean, Tyler, Cam Scadaboo was hurt all year long.
He's
their
average.
Their best player on their entire team, Malik Neighbors, who you can't say is average, was a top 3 receiver in the entire league, was hurt all year as well.
But you think he's going to be 100% when he comes back? That's a big thing. That's a big question. I could see it, though.
I agree with that.
That's a pretty hot take. There's a lot of questions around it, but it's valid.
Yeah.
All right, on to our third segment, the forecast. We're going to give a couple games and kind of discuss who we think is going to win, what do we think about each of these games. And I'll start off with, on Saturday, number 20 Clemson, they're 20-4. They're going to Duke to play the number 4 team. They're 21-1. It's going to be a pretty good game, I think. In conference play, ACC game, but I'm going to take Duke. I mean, once again, their firepower is just unmatched. They're constantly bringing in super big-name players, winning games. I think they're going to take this one down.
I mean, Duke at home is arguably one of the hardest games to win in all of college basketball, no matter the year, no matter the Duke roster. If you have Duke at home, the odds of you winning that game are very slim. I'm going to take Duke here. I don't think Clemson's really going to show a chance whatsoever.
All right, on to our next game, also on Saturday. Number 9 Kansas is going to go to Iowa State.
Oh, yeah.
The number 9 team versus the number 5 team. I kind of say I like Kansas. I mean, who'd they just beat? Arizona?
Yeah.
I think they're going to continue the hot streak.
I mean,
Taking Iowa State.
beat BYU, beat Arizona. This team's on a serious hot streak, and I don't think anyone's talking about it enough. Iowa State's coming off their a loss to TCU, so I mean, they're gonna come off with a little bit of like fight in their blood, but like, I'm gonna take Kansas, man. This hot
Upset
streak right
on the
now,
road.
I'm gonna take Kansas on the road. Let's go.
All right, then on Monday, number 3 Houston. They're 22-2. They're going to go to Iowa State, who is 21-3, which is also, we're going to talk about that game later, but I'm going to take Iowa State in this one.
I mean, Houston just absolutely destroys them when it comes to big men. I think Iowa State's going to take 3 losses in a row. I think Houston's going to beat Iowa State purely off of bigs. I just don't think Iowa State has the firepower down in the post to stop Houston.
Mm-hmm. All right, then on Tuesday, number 2 Michigan, they're 22-1. They're going to go to Purdue. Number 13, they're 20-4. Purdue's coming off a big win against Nebraska, and they're going to be at home. I think they can take down the Wolverines. I know the Wolverines have looked great. Michigan's been a great-looking team this year, but I think that Purdue's going to keep going. Their big man is insane. He's elite.
This is a very, very close matchup. I mean, Michigan has one of the best centers in the entire country, being 7'4", while on the other hand, Purdue also has a 7'4" center, plus another 7-foot, 260-pound center. I mean, I think I'm gonna take Purdue here. Purdue has the best player in college basketball right now, which being Braden Smith. The dude's unguardable. He draws fouls. He involves everybody in the entire offense. Purdue's coming off a really big win at Nebraska. I really don't think Michigan's gonna be able to like hold up with Purdue whatsoever. I mean, Purdue's bigs, I think, completely outmatch Michigan's 100% of the time.
Last thing we're going to mention is the Winter Olympics in Milan. I mean, we can't really pick a winner or loser, but thought it'd be nice to throw it in there. It's the Olympics, probably the pinnacle of sports, maybe, you know?
Yeah.
About 2,900 athletes are competing, and the leading country of competitors is the U.S. We got 232 men and women going down there trying to rep the country, seeing if we can win gold. Just thought we'd throw it in there, but all right. On to our 4th segment is must-see TV. Now, we already talked about this game a little bit, but now we're going to dive deeper. Number 3, Houston. They're 22-2. They're going to go to number 5, Iowa State, 21-3. Iowa State's coming off a loss. Houston's been looking great. So has Iowa State this whole year. I mean, what do you think?
I think I'm personally I'm going to take Houston. Kingston Fleming's averaging 18 points, 5 assists, and a steal, being one of the best guards in the entire country. But on the other hand, you really have to look at Iowa State with Milan Momcilovic. The dude's shooting 53% from 3. The dude's one of the best players in college basketball. He's averaging 20 points. He's kind of a defensive liability on the other hand, but I think I'm going to take Houston here. I think Houston's going to give Iowa State another loss.
I mean, Houston's almost yearly known for their defense, and Iowa State, I feel like, is a more offensive team, especially, like you said, Milan is got some insane stats, unheard of. But, I mean, it's in-conference game. I don't know. I think I like Iowa State here just because I think their firepower is just going to outdo Houston.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's some good players, though, in Houston, though. They got Kingston Fleming. He's averaging 16.6. And, I mean, there's some really good players, but I don't know. I think Houston's been okay against ranked teams this year. They're only 4-2 against ranked teams. So I think Iowa State's going to be able to take them down being the number 5 team. They're solid for sure.
Yeah. Well, again, Milan, the dude's 90 for 162 from 3. He's an absolute beast on the court. But I'm still just gonna take Houston. I think the bigs on the post are just gonna absolutely dominate Iowa State from the first to the fourth quarter all the way through.
All right, well, agree to disagree on that one. All right, now on to our 5th segment, the what if. Now, if you didn't tune in, the Nebraska-Purdue game was the other night, and at the very end of the game, and it was in overtime, a Nebraska player caught the ball inbounded with about 6 seconds left, and he slipped on the court. Now, as he slipped, another Nebraska player ran over, and he slipped, and it was right where Purdue's bench was.
In fact, it wasn't just one Nebraska player. 2 Nebraska players, being Sam Hoiberg and Garcia, went to go help up their teammate Jamarcus Lawrence, who slipped on the water. Both of them slipped, which it also happened to be in the Purdue timeout circle. So there was 6 seconds on the clock. Nebraska being known as one of the most clutch teams in college basketball by far. 6 seconds. Nebraska's already came back all the way, being clutch, shooting like 40% from three in the second half. I mean, come on. I think if the water's not there, we win that game. I think Nebraska wins that game no matter what.
I know, and I think it's kind of cruel for the NCAA or at least the refs not to kind of step in and at least look at it, check the cameras or something. Just check it out. Give them 6 more seconds. They just kind of ended the game off that. It was kind of a bad beat, and seeing how Nebraska is going to respond off that, because they've lost like 3 of their big last couple games in a row. Their last 3 big games, they've lost all of them, and I think this one they almost got cheated out of. So, I think if the water wasn't there, I think they're winning the game.
Don't get me wrong. Purdue's an extremely good team, Tyler. I mean, I just think the fact that something needs to happen. Like, there needs to be some sort of punishment. Like, right in the timeout circle of Purdue, you're telling me there was water, and then we end up slipping on it and we lose the game because of it. I mean, I just don't think that's fair whatsoever. But personally, if the water's not there, I think Nebraska goes down and scores. With Jamarcus Lawrence already making a game-winning 3 against Illinois, against another ranked opponent, I think Jamarcus Lawrence, who had the ball in his hands, going to go down and make a clutch shot.
Yep, I'm with you there. All right, that's going to wrap it up for our 3rd episode of the Playbook. It was good talking to you guys, and see ya.